Chapter 5, Lesson 9. You should be in 7th grade if you're watching this. This is called Divide by Monomials. Objective is to divide monomials to divide a polynomial by a monomial. You can use the law of exponents for division to simplify quotients containing monomials. To divide two monomials, follow these steps. You need to make sure that you write all of this inside your notebook. Divide the coefficients. So, to divide two monomials, follow these steps. Divide the coefficients, but whenever you're divide coefficients when you're dividing the number in front of the variable, and then divide variable factors with the same base by subtracting their exponents. So, if both of them have an exponent, a base of x, then you can subtract them, and then multiply the quotients obtained in the above steps. Okay. This will all make sense, I promise, whenever we get to a question. So, question number 1. Divide negative 9x to the 4th divided by 3x squared. I will rewrite this because I like to look at it a different way. So, negative 9x to the 4th divided by that fraction bar that a lot of you don't see as a division sign is a division sign. Divided by 3x squared. Alright, it says divide the coefficients. My coefficients is the number in front of the variable, so I'm dividing negative 9 divided by 3. What's negative 9 divided by 3? Negative 3. And negative divided by a positive is negative. And then it says divide variable factors with the same base by subtracting their exponents. So I subtract x to the 4th minus x squared, and now my base stays the same, so 4 minus 2 is 2, so my answer is negative 3x squared. This next step, it says multiply the quotients obtained in the above steps. That's what you're doing, you're already multiplying them. Negative 3 times x squared, so that's already given to you. So let's do another one. If you think you know how to do it, I want you to pause this video and I want you to try it on your own. If not, then we'll go on to the next one. So it says 5x squared y to the 6 divided by 20xy. Well, 5x squared y to the 6 goes on top, divided by 20xy. So now I do 5 and 20, 5 divided by 20. What you can really do is just simplify your fraction, because 5 divided by 20 is going to give you a fraction. When you simplify it, 5 can be divided by 5, 20 can be divided by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So I'm left with 1/4. That's what I get when I do 5 divided by 20. And then I'm going to do x. 2 minus 1. I do my first, the top minus the bottom. 2 minus 1 is 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. So I have 1/4 x. 1 y to the 5th. Alright, let's do some more. We actually don't need the x to the first power. The best way for me to write this is 1/4 x y to the 5th. Okay, let's do another. Okay, so this one's a little different. This is dividing a polynomial by a monomial. To divide a polynomial by a monomial, divide each term of the polynomial by the monomial divisor. So that's easy. What I'm doing is a plus b divided by c. I'm just breaking it up. So I'll have a divided by c plus b divided by c. Can I simplify anything? No, this would be my answer. Okay. So then, same thing with this one. I'm going to split it up to where 4m is on underneath all of them. So I have 2m cubed divided by 4m minus m squared divided by 4m plus 4m divided by 4m. Okay, so when I do that, I simplify 2/4. 2 divided by 4 gives me 1/2. And then m, 3 minus 1 would be m squared. I always do my top number minus my bottom number. And then I have a minus sign. And then I have no coefficients at the top. There's a 1 up there that you can't see, but 1/4, 1 divided by 4 is still 1/4. So I'm going to have 1/4. And then m2 minus m1 would be m to the first, which would just be m. And then plus 4m over 4m. The same number and letter over the same number and letter gives you a 1. This would be my answer. So if you know how to divide and you know how to subtract, you should be good with these. Okay, so I want you to pause this video and I want you to try this one on your own. Okay, so the first step you should have done was divide each of them, split it up to where each of them are divided by 5x squared y cubed. So the first thing I need to do is do -5 divided by 5. -5 divided by 5 is -1. So that means that that's all I have. And then I have x squared minus x squared. 2 minus 2 is x to the 0, so my x goes away because x to the 0th power is just 1. So then I have y to the 5th minus y to the 3rd, which is y squared, plus 10 divided by 5 is 2. X cubed minus x squared is x. Y to the 7th minus y to the 3rd is y to the 4th. 7 minus 3 is 4. And then minus 15 divided by 5 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. And then y cubed minus y cubed. 3 minus 3 is 0, so it goes away. So this is my answer. Okay, tomorrow when you come into class, I'm going to want you to have number 1 and number 3. I want you to try number 1 and number 3.